Schoology tips and tricks. Trick number 27, amazing announcements. There are two different ways that you can post updates or announcements to your students here in your Schoology classroom. I mean, really, there's more ways that you can do it, but there's two that I'm going to show you here. So, under the Updates tab, you have the ability to put in a message here. Test on Monday. As a reminder, and you have some basic editing that you can do here. I'm going to hit post. Now, where do my students see this? They see this if they come to the updates area of my course, they're going to see that message. They will see it if they go to the course dashboard area and actually land on or go to recent activity. They will see that update as well. But it's really easy for students to miss that because if you have your course landing page materials and they never go to updates, even if there's a one next to that, they may not notice it. So, another thing that you can do is create an announcement. So, this can be typed, or you can also drop in an image or media. So, I am going to add in an announcement that I made about a test on Monday. And right here before I hit post, you have the option to make this an announcement. So I'm going to make this an announcement, hit post. Now it shows up right here in my updates area, and this is huge. They're going to have a hard time missing this here in a second. If I go back to my materials page, look at that. It's an announcement at the top of the page above all the other materials. So this was kind of big, but also could they miss it? It'd be really hard for them to miss it if they've been in your Schoology course at all to do anything, because it's going to be pinned here at the top until you remove it. So on the materials page, they're going to see that because they may not care that there is a one right here next to updates, and they go over and they see that here as well. But you'll notice it is pinned up here as two. If I'm a student instead of grade book and I have grade, I click on my grade, this is going to be pinned at the top. So it makes it really difficult for a student to say they didn't see your announcement if you use the announcement feature here next to post, toggle that to an announcement. You can also leave it as a regular post that shows up in their feed right here. And if they go to their course dashboard area and go to recent activity, they're going to see it here too. But the really hard one to miss is if they go into your course, it will be living up here. As a side note, I made this little guy in Canva. It's a great place to make some really fun little graphics. This took me like a minute to make this to pop in to let my students know that they have a unit test on Monday. So updates and announcements, but I really like announcements because it lives up here until you remove it. It will be there for your students, front and center, very, very obvious.